Okay, so I'm here to shoot a video of this home on Santa Fe, and bear with me, it is real windy today, but we need to get this video done. So we're gonna look at the neighborhood to start off with, and this direction is the oldest area, I should say. They developed from over here first, and this is a new street. So down there is a little older neighborhood, and then as you work this way, very quickly you get into a generation newer of houses. So we're right in a transition between the two. The houses you see right down there are as much as 10 or 15 years newer, just a couple houses down. So wide streets, large lots, all custom built homes. So now the question is about an RV, and the logical place is this side of the house next to the garage. And if you notice, the landscaping rock extends way over here, which is an indication for us on the property line, and we can try to get an exact on that, but this is for now it's an approximation of the property line. So you'll see there's a slope here, but it's a gentle slope and it's extremely wide. I mean, this is probably 15 feet or so to the driveway. So I'm walking up next to the house, so a few trees have to be taken out. Luckily none of them are real large. A couple rocks, but really, knowing that the property line goes way over, in fact, it may in fact go up to these guys' wall or pretty darn close to it. So a little bit of cleanup on the landscaping, and you could reformat this situation and pull an RV all the way back here. And it's deep enough, I would think, for get most of the RV behind the house. So might bring in a small, I would think a small bobcat or something, or a backhoe even, and just do some major scooping and just scoop out a nice pad here and get it level all the way back. So while we're here, notice the paint on the house. It's real fresh. I haven't seen a crack anywhere. Oops, a bit of a glare, I'm sorry. You can see on the outside, these are acrylic windows. These are the new windows. You can see real nice landscaping. So here we come down the front porch. Nice front patio area. This is not really a view house. There's some mountains over there, but you're not really buying this house for the view, and it's not priced as such. It's priced because it's not up on a hill. So the lot's quite large on this side of the house also, but with the block wall and everything, I don't see in this big mesquite tree, I don't see that being the RV side. I see the other side being perfect for an RV. And so looking around, there's a little something that's happened right up here. Sometimes in these hollow pop-outs, woodpeckers especially like to get into that. There's a tiny little hole, so maybe something to look at. But besides that, I haven't seen a mark on this house. It's looking real good. Let's see, let's look in the entryway. Oh, there's been something. Somebody's had something posted up here. Maybe hung up there, but a sign or something like that is probably all it is. It's not damage. I mean, it's just holes from someone installing something. So anyway, let's go inside and take a look. Okay, so we just walked in the front door. And we're into the living room. So there's the fireplace, the brick. This has got an insert in it. And a gas line. And so I don't think But the age of the home is actually too new. I don't think you could ever do a wood on this, so this is a gas vented fireplace. And it is hooked up, so it should be functional. Interesting. These are not light fixtures. Those are solar tubes that are having light fixture style tops on them. The big ones, and then the other ones, of course, are recessed lights. The flooring in here, this is an engineered or laminate type flooring that's all through this area. In fact, into the hallway and everything. I don't see any gaps or any damage to it at all. But if you don't like it, the nice thing about laminate is you can take it out real easy. So, a little bitty dent there in the corner of that window. So this is as we're coming along here, this is your kind of eating kitchen, dining room space. It's open to the living room. Of course, this kitchen's been treated with extensive granite. There's another solar tube in here, and then recessed lighting. Sink's an undermount. This is kind of a farm style, it's all one. I'm not even sure the material, it's very solid, but it's not metal, that's for sure. Insert stove, built-in microwave. Dishwasher is a KitchenAid, and the microwave is a GE, and the stove is a Whirlpool. And the fridge is a GE, so a little mix and match, but they all mix and match on brands, but they all look the same. Cabinetry. Nice faces, but kind of standard issue cabinets as far as quality goes. Also notice there's only 8-foot ceilings in this house, so it's kind of actually uncommon in this neighborhood. Almost all the houses have high vaulted ceilings, so that makes this kind of the entry-level house for the neighborhood in a lot of ways, although it is not a shabby house. Off the kitchen is the garage. So this house is facing north on the front, yet they still have an insulated door on it, so that's interesting. This should be a very cool garage, even when the heat's on. This is a smart LiftMaster, so it can't be too old. The My Q on it indicates that you can connect to it wirelessly if you have the right type of equipment, so that's interesting. None of this is built in. There's a lot of cabinets in here, none of them are built in. Even this workbench back here, it might be built in. It's pretty well attached, and there's probably an expectation maybe that workbench would stay. Washer and dryer in the garage. It is a very deep garage, so looks like there'd be plenty of room to get a car in here despite that. Water heater's also in here. Notice this house does have natural gas. You can see it right here on the water heater. It's also going to be hooked up to that fireplace. This pipe's interesting. It reminds me of a central vacuum. This may have been piped for central vacuum. It's just not installed anymore, but you can see all the hooks in the wall, so that's a nice option if you wanted to go back to that. Also, you got a water filtering system here, which is nice, and this thing's got a loop for a water softener, so I don't know the exact state of, they're just running this to the sink in the fridge or what they're doing, but there's a water softener loop there, so you could do the whole house that way if you want. Also, there's pull down stairs. This style of house should offer a quite extensive storage area above the garage, so here's the pull down stairs to get to that. So now we're going to walk from the great room down into the hallway here. So it's a 2-bedroom house. To the right would be your master. This is a really quite large room. Even among the nicer houses in town, this would be considered a large bedroom. Closets or the entire wall here. So they're not a walk-in, but built-in shelves and, geez, probably at least 12 feet in width of closet space here, it looks like. So the ceilings are smooth. There's no popcorn in this house. Once again, you can kind of get a look at the quality of these windows there. Real clear. IWC is a modern, actually these might be metal. I might be wrong about that. I think I'm wrong about the acrylic. I say once I saw the brand, I recognized those as what they put in the new homes today. IWC windows. Those might actually be metal. I'm not totally up to speed on what they build them out of. Okay, so master bath. Nice high raised vanity, custom looking situation there. It is a nice tile surround. It's a steel tub, not an acrylic tub. A real high shower head, and that's a neat window right above the shower. Makes it very bright, even with the light not on there. And you notice that there is a sliding glass door going out here, and this has been updated also. That's also the same brand as the windows, IWC, so looks like they replaced not just the windows but the sliding glass door here. So that goes out to the backyard. This is the second bedroom. This one's got tile in it, and it's quite large also. There's the closet. This room faces north and looks out to the street. The guest bath is a little smaller walk-in shower, but all tile. Very attractive looking. Notice there's some glass blocks up there and another solar tube. So you got natural light coming in here. Then you got this little room here. This is kind of like an Arizona room. It's added on, but it's also hooked up to the HVAC system. Probably when they did the new HVAC, they made this part of the house. But notice it's still got an exterior door coming out to it. Kind of. All right, my video cut off there. I was showing this little room. Not sure exactly where it cut out, but it's pointing out that this was a patio. Now it's an addition, but it's got HVAC to it now, and it's got a modern, nice window on it and a modern exterior door. So, and it's finished and drywalled and looks real nice, but it is kind of like an Arizona room here. So let's go out and see the rest of this backyard. Now this lot's almost half an acre, and so the backyard looks kind of small. You say, where's all the acreage? Well, it's all this behind the house. It slopes up a hill, and it's covered in trees and cactus and nice stuff, so it just makes it extremely private. You don't see any neighbors. And this door over here is the door into the garage, and then this gate right here would be out to, say, where you're parking the RV. If you put the RV parking in here, your RV would come all the way back, and you'd be able to walk out this gate to the RV and from the garage and from the house. So we're here on the side of the house, and I'm showing you the HVAC system. This thing says it's a Train XL16C, which is brilliant. And this is a standalone heat pump. It's not a split system. This is the whole works. And you'll see the ductwork is coming in and out. So there's no furnace anywhere. There's no air handler, anything in the house. Everything is right here outside the house around this, surrounded by this brick wall. So really brilliant setup. I have no complaints about that. final thing, a final piece of my video is I'm up behind the house now, and you can see the solar system. It's really not an extensive solar system, kind of a entry level, but pretty smart, just for taking the edge off the peak time of the day. And it's not a huge house, and it's a very efficient house, so it really shouldn't consume that much power. Plus it's got natural gas, so that solar system is probably all you need for this house. Notice this hill is landscaped, even with this very nicely done flagstone walkway, which takes you up to a little seating area. And of course you own all the land all the way up here, so there's some nice plants and trees and cactus, and now you can start to see the neighbor back up behind. But when you turn around here, now you got a really pretty spectacular view. So nice area to come up and look around at the view and kind of get a little sense of peace, even on a half-acre lot pretty much in town. So there you go. Oh, and the tile roof. Know this neighborhood well. Dealt with it for many years, and I have never seen anyone with any problems with their tile roofs here, even on these older houses. And since they were all custom built and done, you know, the roofers all were local, trying to do a very good job. My impression is they just did a really quality underlayment, and so not many people have had to change underlayment on their roofs, even on the older houses. So it's probably a good sign for longevity on this one. So there you go. I think we've looked at just about everything there is to see. So we'll end the video here. And